It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Indianapolis Colts and the New York Jets. And it comes your way next.
Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. And today, two AFC teams set to do battle. It should be a good one, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the New York Jets. Here's a punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. And we are underway from MetLife Stadium. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by Gardner Minshew, sixth-round selection in 2019 out of Washington State.
And how about this young man? Took the NFL world by storm. As a sixth-round rookie, signature mullet, mustache, but 21 touchdowns for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Great personality, and everyone gravitates towards this guy. Teammates love to win with a quarterback who leads them like that, and fans love to root for a guy who seems just like them.
4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And this is going to be a Colts first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
First and 10, Taylor now. He'll get this up to about the 44.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
On second down, Minshew. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into covers because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Minshew sets to throw. That's caught. It's Josh Downs. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They're led out by a former number 2 overall pick in the draft from BYU, it's Zach Wilson.
And what was really attractive about Zach Wilson coming out of college, coming out of BYU, his ability to create and make plays when many people thought they didn't exist. But what's been even better is watch him improve in the pocket, able to hit the back foot, make the right read, and the right throws.
Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10. Just shy of the 30. Throwing to start the drive. Wilson. That'll be complete to Alan Lazard. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
Ball on the 35. Here comes second and 5. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Open man here is Conklin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Play action. It's Wilson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
What a sequence there defensively. You get the sack to move him to 3rd and long. Then here, just nothing available. And he's got to throw it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down.
Deep to return is Josh Downs.
This is taken at the 15. It'll be a 39-yard punt, give him a good 10 yards on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10.
This will be taken in by Michael Pittman.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Well, they obviously red man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, bro?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, then it curls back inside for the completion.
Minshew, 1st and 10.
That complete to Downs.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 43-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
Looking to throw it, Minshew. And his throw here's incomplete.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right, they did something to disrupt that timing.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Minshew. And that is incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away.
Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Looking middle, and that's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone.
2nd down and 4.
Now it's Wilson.
Pass complete. He's got Lazard on the out route.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. And that is incomplete here.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Wilson to throw.
A short throw to Conklin, the tight end.
And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down.
It's 4th down. Thomas Morstead in punt formation for the Jets.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
With no score.
2nd quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 22. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And the Colts now, they're ready to get the football back.
We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Now Minshew. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt. And they brought the pressure there just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, you know, when you've got so many different responsibilities as an offensive line, you got to deal with the nose tackle, the 2 defensive tackles or ends, and then sometimes you just can't account for everyone. The linebacker slipped free.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB.
They'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
A tough spot here, 3rd and 15.
They're going to look to throw. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, Nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Taylor. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it through. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Off play action, it's Minshew. A short throw. This is caught by Cox. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Minshew's throw pulled in by Woods. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. Here's 2nd and goal. On the option to give to Taylor here. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Got a man, it's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Colts post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter, out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. A 10-play drive that time. And it was capped off on the touchdown catch by Michael Pittman. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Xavier Gipson now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Now Wilson.
And check down, complete to Hall.
So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now Wilson. Dancing to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack. On 3rd down, here's Hall.
And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now the veteran Thomas Morstead on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 37 yards on the punt with no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
And the Colts coming out now.
Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
This one completes Alec Pierce.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because, remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a first down right out of the gate.
Throwing on 1st down is Minshew.
Delivers another one to Pierce.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, if you like the matchup and that connection works to start the drive, no reason to go away from it. Let that defense prove that they can stop you. And here, it's 2 throws and 2 first downs.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Out of the gun is Minshew. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. Quick slant caught by Pierce.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
Minshew sets to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
You know what we need, baby. This is the calm before the storm, baby. Let's do this.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Back to throw again.
He's got his man. It's Pierce.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 10-yard line.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field.
This a 27-yard attempt here. And Gay knocks this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach!
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, but we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
Nothing is our score as we get started again on EA Sports. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half. I certainly like what he did right there, because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw here pulled in by Lazard. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning goes right at him, and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Here's Wilson. Being chased out left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
At the 36-yard line.
Now it's Wilson.
Here's Wilson. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 16. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Abanikanda on 1st and 10. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Tackle made by Zaire Franklin.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker.
Now 2nd and 9.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now.
You can just see the dejection. Feel like nothing is working offensively. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Zerline's kick is up and through, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half.
Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Minshew and the Colts going to come up here 1st and 10.
Just shy of the 30.
He'll start with a give to Taylor. And he'll get this to the 32.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Here's Minshew. A short throw. This is caught by Cox. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Here's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. And looking up into the sun, he's able to make the fair catch inside the 20-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Here's Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Wilson. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
Partney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. Let's see who's faster.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he'll have a Jets first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
He'll get this to Lazard, and he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the fourth quarter. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. Oh, no, he lost the football. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now Wilson on first down. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught.
Can you do any more work or make it more dramatic for not much gain than what we just saw there? Did you see how his toes got down? Tip-tap, got him down. But what did he get out of it?
He sold the sizzle. He just had no steak.
I mean, was it 1 yard?
Yeah, plays like that, you at least expect a first down there, just 1 yard. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
The Jets on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up the 4th down. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Minshew. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you're doing a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jets will take over. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at their own 43. Throwing to start the drive. Wilson. Well, he short-arms that one just a bit. It's low and incomplete. Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion force there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Wilson to Wilson there. Zach to Garrett for a Jet 1st down.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Tackle made by Grover Stewart.
Now, that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. His throw incomplete. The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Now Wilson. This is Cobb with a catch right side. And he stopped up short of the 1st as they tackle him down at about the 36. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it'll be 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Jets 1st down. And they pick it up rather easily. A gain of 9 on 4th and 2.
Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Wilson will throw again. And Lazard's got it again. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Wilson's throw into the hands of Cobb.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
But just a gigantic play here, both sides. This is 3rd and inches.
Throwing now is Wilson. Touchdown, Jets.
The 2 Wilsons, Zach and Garrett teaming up there.
And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the post, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. On the return, here's Dallas Flowers. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Colts getting another possession here on offense. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now 2nd and 4. Now Minshew.
And his throw is incomplete.
A big play here. Crowd on their feet. 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Taylor.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
They're probably about one big play from getting into field goal range. I'd go with a 2-deep coverage. Make sure my safeties are back to cover all of the field deep.
All 3 timeouts remain. How much that'll matter remains to be seen. It's 1st and 10.
And this this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
Going right side here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
This is 1st and 10.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And a very similar result again. The Jets defense once more stopping him behind the line.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Here comes 2nd down. Minshew. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 41. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Here's 1st and 10.
Here's Wilson. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So the game will continue for at least one more play.
Cannot finish a game on a defensive penalty. That's why they get one more untimed attempt.
And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And the city will be alive tonight. The Jets have won it.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get it in.
It's Madden NFL 24, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the New England Patriots, and it's coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us roughly midway between Boston and Providence. Everybody knows it as Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the New England Patriots. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis.
kicker Chad Ryland has this one teed up, and we are underway. Off we go in Foxborough. This taken in right around the goal line. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. They'll be led out by a third-round pick back in 2018 out of Oklahoma State. It's Mason Rudolph.
And when Mason Rudolph is on the field, sometimes the scouting reports have to be revised a little bit because often quarterbacks like to throw short to get a rhythm. For Mason Rudolph, he loves the deep fade and he loves the deep post pattern. Anything over the top, those are his favorite shots downfield, and that's what gets him comfortable.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Rudolph going to throw it to start out. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up 2nd down.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
First carry for Najee Harris. And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving running back a crease to run through. And that's a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Rudolph now to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
They're going to try the jet sweep. Robinson with it. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Now a toss play. It's Harris. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for him.
I know the speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here now a 3rd down and 8. Here's Rudolph. That's complete to his tight end Freiermuth. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage. On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. Back deep for New England is Marcus Jones. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. So here are the Patriots now backed up a bit to start their first drive. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
So this is where we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball, run it inside, everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
The drive starts with a carry by Stevenson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them. And boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Zappi back to throw. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Zappi fakes a handoff, looks to throw it. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
So on fourth down, here's Bryce Behringer on to punt for the Patriots. The back deep for the Steelers is Calvin Austin.
That's taken it around the 40. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Harris starts the drive on the ground. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's a 2nd and 4.
Play action. It's Rudolph. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll fake it. Now Rudolph. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he stopped immediately there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Boswell's kick is good, and the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead.
So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Cameron Hayward getting upfield to make the stop.
I think Cameron Hayward's ability to take on blocks, hold the point of attack, and get upfield serves him very, very well. What a nice play there.
Yeah, he can take on blocks because he's built like a block. Stevenson gets it again on second down. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down.
Give every member of that unit a ton of credit for ripping off such a big gain there, because you don't get free for that many yards on a counter or misdirection without everybody selling the heck out of it.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 38-yard line.
3-0 after one on EA Sports.
Patriots nothing.
Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football. 2nd and 10. As they've got it as we resume action. Now Zampi will go to the air. Short pass caught by Henry. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism. Great.
Here's a diving catch right side. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Up the middle, here's Stevenson. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They run once more with Stevenson. And some room to work. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
This is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Kendrick Bourne, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Chad Ryland now to add the PAT. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was Kendrick Bourne who was able to cap things off with a touchdown. Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it. and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On second down, here's Rudolph. And he couldn't get that one to his man. Short of him, it's low and incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Rudolph going to throw on 3rd and 1. That is caught. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
2nd down and 3.
Now it's Rudolph. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw, Rudolph. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Here's Presley Harvin now.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Here's Jones on the return. The 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Patriots take over.
New England's offense set to go.
And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
On first down, here's Zappi. Throw out wide is incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Zappi.
Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
Play fake, and now here's Zappi. That one on the money to Bourne downfield.
Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. Zappi looking to throw it on 1st down. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to have it here just past the 25.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
After the interception, here's Rudolph. He finds Robinson. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Here's Rudolph now on 2nd down. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it. Don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Shotgun snap for Rudolph. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down.
And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. From the gun, here's Rudolph. Finds Pickens out right.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back. But now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Rudolph looking to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Rudolph. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Rudolph. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone is in a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Rudolph going to throw again. And that one to the right side and incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Boswell's kick is good, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. Apologies to Coach. Cut him short. We'll talk to him post-game. We got business to get down to. Third quarter action, ready to go. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. Out of his end zone, here comes Jalen Reagor. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Off the fake, Zampi. The throw left sideline falls incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Straight ahead at Stevenson. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Zampi from the gun. Throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Here's Austin. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2.
And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Rudolph going to lead the Steelers up now 1st and 10 at their own 46. Harris will start to drive out. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Anthony Jennings in that time defensively. Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
Rudolph throwing on 2nd down. And the catch made by Johnson. And he's brought down. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
On 1st down, Rudolph. He finds Pickens over the middle. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
And the Steelers 1st down.
Here's Rudolph. Got his man. It's Warren. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Harris running straight ahead. There's a nice move. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And just as they thought they might be able to take that across and get the lead, a big red zone turnover.
I know that I am defense-centric, and I want to give them a whole lot of credit, but I just can't believe after that drive, in that position, ball security paramount, they turned the ball over. Terrible.
They'll run with Stevenson to begin the drive. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front, and to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what 2nd down brings. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correct.
In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a
safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. Now Austin. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
That's a nice run to get himself back on the horse after his fumble. Nothing spectacular, but a good confidence-building run.
Ball on the 39. Here's a 2nd and 5. Now run straight ahead with Warren.
The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
Pardon, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Play action. It's Rudolph.
That's going to be caught by Pickens.
Rudolph's pass complete to George Pickens. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Patriots' 38-yard line.
2nd and 6.
Going to run the toss here to Harris. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3.
Rudolph. Well, they would have gotten a conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder. You think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
Boswell's kick is good, and the lead grows to 4. It's 11-7.
So when you factor in the safety, that's now a 5-point swing.
And look, I'm not going to turn away a 5-point swing because 5 points, that's valuable. Don't get me wrong on this. But if they could have taken that safety and added 7 to it, now you're talking about a really big swing.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away.
Here's Rager. He's going to bring this one out. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, That is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 7. And they'll run the toss here with Stevenson. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Just rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try to find some targets in the open field downfield.
That one good for 13 and a New England 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what will be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On the handoff, Stevenson. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Alex Highsmith there on the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Zappi. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback. So that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Zappi working from the gun. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. That's big Cameron Hayward adding another sack to his career total.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Rudolph going to lead the Steelers up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Harris, and he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball around and check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now it's Rudolph. And that is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and they will take over 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 64 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Back to Stevenson on 1st down. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field, but his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, Zappi. Open man is Bull. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 31-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a 1st down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for them. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Pittsburgh offense making their way back out. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Rudolph going to lead the Steelers up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. On play action, they'll throw.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Rudolph off play action. That's swung out wide to Harris. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. He finds his man Johnson. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away and trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So here is Zappi and the Patriots. Down 11-7. A minute 50 to play. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here's Zappi.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
It makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Now Zappi. He's got Henry.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Zappi.
And that will be incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
This one, an absolute must. It's 4th and 4. Now Zappi. And this is caught by Parker. And he is going to pick up the Patriots' first down with ease as they wind up getting 9 there on 4th and 5.
I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Zappi's throw into the hands of Henry here.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
2nd and 6 at the 45-yard line.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Zappi to throw. That'll be complete to Stevenson.
Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Zappi to throw. Got Stevenson again, back-to-back plays.
And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
Bottom line, 2-yard gain's just not going to cut it in this situation. You've got to move the ball downfield in order to have a chance.
Defense will give them that the rest of the way.
21 seconds to play. 2nd down now.
The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
Here's 2nd down. Here's Zappi to throw.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it out here 100 times. Nothing good is going to happen. And if you throw it in the wrong place, I'll take it the other way.
What can they draw up now? Time to find out on a 3rd and 8.
He'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Joey Porter Jr. And And the Steelers have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. A first down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9. Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. And with that, we say so long from
It's the NFL on EA Sports. And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Tennessee Titans and the Cincinnati Bengals. Next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in the Queen City of Cincinnati. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Cincinnati Bengals.
Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Before kickoff, Charles.
We are set to go. Evan McPherson to do the honors, and we are underway from Cincinnati. No run back here on the opening kickoff, as we'll start at the 25.
So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie cornerback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Play action now. Levis. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Levis from the gun.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Trey Hendrickson coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th.
But defensively, you really can't script the start much better. You get a 3 and out and a sack.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. They kept him short of a 1st down on 1st and 2nd down. And then on 3rd down, they pick up a sack. What tremendous momentum for them to start this game.
On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. Charlie Jones deep for Cincinnati.
A strong running. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
The Bengals offense here ready to rock and roll. Joe Burrow is the man at quarterback.
Hey, we all love a good story, and what we like even more, guys who can fight through adversity. Joe Burrow coming out of high school, goes to Ohio State, doesn't get a chance to start, transfers to LSU, not thought to be a top prospect, ends up the #1 pick in the draft, and justifies it. Tremendous play, excellent mobility, and leadership off the charts.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10.
At about the 32. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
This goes out wide from Mixon.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow.
That one taken in by T. Higgins.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Burrow hooking up with Higgins for a Bengal 1st down.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. Again, it's Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 36. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
Heck of a start for him here, Charles, on this opening drive, and they're doing it all through the air. That's 4 snaps and 4 passes so far.
I do think that there's an argument, Brandon, to maybe mix in a running play or two, but the way that these offenses are constructed, you can get that done with swing passes and checkdowns. The way they're throwing it, I'd keep pressing it downfield.
A little bit of space there for the first down run as that's going to get him about 5 yards.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Now 2nd and 5.
Now it's Burrow. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Now Burrow.
These guys running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 17, here's 2nd and 4.
Burrow looking to pass.
Open man is Chase, complete.
Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special because Covered was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense. And they were there to help force the incompletion.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They run for it with Mixon. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. They only needed about 4 or 5 inches there, relied on the big guys up front, and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. And
that'll be caught. Touchdown Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bengals get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
An extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all. Challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while, because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10, as they've got it as we resume action. On 1st and 10, it's Spears. And he'll get it inside the 35. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Here's Levis. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
I ain't going to scan downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Levis. Phillips has it running the out route. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle, because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
2nd and 7. Again, it's Henry. Shoves him aside. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 48 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Levis sets up to throw here. That's to Burks, and he's got it. Touchdown, Tennessee.
It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Titans are an extra point away from drawing level. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, but he opted for the touchback.
Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Throw left side complete to Chase.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39.
That's on a guard, Alex Kappa.
Still first down.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Throw right side, pulled in by Higgins.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd down at the 21-yard line.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And that one complete once again to Higgins.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
To win any route, you got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow avoids the target, and he hands it over the middle. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
3rd down and 1. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. Oh, heck of a move. And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? About his ability to break tackles, and his feet never stop moving.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Again, it's Mixon. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. It connects quickly to Jamar Chase. And he's brought down after a very nice game. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Mixon. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. On 2nd and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon. Now it's Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Irv Smith Jr., a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Bengals have taken the lead. So 2nd and goal there from the 1. They go to the air.
And the perfect down to throw the football in this sequence. 2nd down is always kind of that. Do they throw it? Do they run it? They worked it out to perfection on that one by throwing it into the end zone.
And McPherson on for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. That time a 9-play drive. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
On 1st down, Levis. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Back to the air on 2nd down, Levis. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Now that certainly solidifies how to attack this 2-minute drill right before the half. I don't think they were going to try and run out the clock, but now after that big play, their thoughts are certainly of trying to score and get some points before the half.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Levis from the gun. That's complete once again to Hopkins. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Bengals' 40-yard line.
Titans moving quickly here. They're in the hurry-up. Now again, it's Levis looking to throw it. And his throw here's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Levis.
Cincy defense stands up on third.
Like what I've seen so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Levis throwing for it on fourth. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on fourth down. And the Bengals will get the football back. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed fourth down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Now a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. His throw incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Burrow. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Past the 20, 10. A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, a chip shot here. McPherson's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So with time running out in the half, they were forced to settle there for the short field goal.
And you and I both know they would have loved one more shot at the end zone before they decided to settle for that field goal. But it was a prudent, smart play. Take the points and move on.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Getting through the break at record pace and right back to football. Third quarter, here we go. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Let's go, baby. Let's have some fun.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. And that one caught downfield by Burrow. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's nearly a 40-yard gain on the opening play of the quarter.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
This is 2nd and 8. Burrow looking to pass. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Drew Sample, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
McPherson now for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So that drive, 4 plays, and it ends with a Bengals score.
Let's roll.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the 2nd half.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. They find some open field here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The 71 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Levis to throw it. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
It's second and inches at the 42-yard line.
Henry up the middle. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Holding. Offense.
Well, an unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play and move on.
And he'll get it down here to the 43.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Little bootleg here. Levis. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the...
A first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted.
Picked up by Sean Murphy Bunting. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And they'll start with great field position, trying to get back into this one. It's 1st and 10 here.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Levis. He'll complete this one to Okonkwo.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 4. Levis to throw off play action.
Caught by his tight end, Wesco. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Here's Levis. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play. But we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, They snuck the tight end out on that one. Wound up hitting him for a first down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside handoff, Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Titans are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Folk connects on the extra point, and the lead down to 10, 24-14.
Titans 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Throw left side, complete to Chase. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, 71 yards. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. And it's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And we spotlight Derrick Henry now. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the 3rd quarter. First and 10, here's Levis. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
A give to Henry. And some strong running. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 98 yards on the ground now for Henry. He's got a first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Now Levis. Well, the ball's loose. Levis has it knocked free. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the fourth. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with third and about 6 yards to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, Burrow. The pass to Boyd, and he brings it in on the crossing route. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
A short gain that doesn't get him the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Well, here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play. And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And Levis going back to the air.
To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Bengals will get the football back. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10
right at the 30.
He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
They'll try to eat some clock with Mixon.
And he'll get about 2 there to the 36.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return, and it'll be Titan football.
First and 10, it's Levis. That'll be complete to Okonkwo.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Back to the air on second down, Levis.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Desperation time now. Here's Levis.
And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Inside handoff to Mixon. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
96 yards rushing here for Mixon. He's got a first down.
Sit down.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.